1,000. Let's get this pack. I want to see it. You know, you've seen that 99. That 99 pull I got earlier. Gorgeous pull. Right now we're gonna check and see if we did the Eagles. Cause I got a Brian Dawkins. I don't know if we did. We did not. Okay. Oh, all right. That's rough. Who else do we have? San Francisco. Did we finish them? I do not remember. San Francisco. We have that. So we're going to get right into this. I'm going to keep the camera on. I'm listening to a YouTuber. His name is Dougie Duke. So you're listening. Talking about the Dolphins and their rankings.
Because he had a shit season last year because Andrew Luck wasn't there. If these two running backs, Hines and Mack, emerge, then, ooh, shit, I'm going to move the Colts up. If my aunt had a dick, she'd be my uncle. Do you guys see the difference in the way he talks about the Colts and these ifs and buts, and there's so much promise, and oh my God, this is going to be great. But then when he's talking about the Dolphins, he's like, oh, Mike Gesicki, no tight end in the second round has done shit. So he ain't got to do shit. appreciation. Don't be shy. Just join up. Bender run. Ooh, they're jumping. Here. Wait. Who they replaced? Yeah. Oh, it's just gotta be. Match.
Last game. Was it last game they had 94, 94?
Oh, yeah. That's okay. Oh, this is a good run, man. Very good. All right, man. Have a good night.
Later.
You say, hey, we're about to open fan appreciation packs. You guys get from this. I gotta make some money. Okay, 94 Brian Dawkins. Okay. 90. Wow. 93 Willie Brown. 94 Brian Dawkins. That's some money. Let's go after this again. It's only 500 points. That's crazy. The ones that were 2 weeks ago weren't that good. 88. I can use those cards on the draft. 92 Patrick DeMarco, fullback. Huh? 88 Gino. No. Oh! I just pulled full legend Steve Young, 99. Dude, sweet. Oh my goodness. That's the best pull I've ever gotten out of the pack.
Nice. Worse.
That was my second pack I opened. He's better than, I got a 90 Ray Lewis too. He's better than Marcus Mariota, so he's going in. Definitely, yeah. That's the last one. That was so worth it. I got big boys now. Another Gino. They love giving you Gino. 92 Calvin. Nothing really. But anyway, we got the, one second. I'll be right there. So there's how many's left? 2. So you get 1,000. That was better than spending 50 because it's like 20 and then 50. So I just spent.
Oh my god.
I've spent 30. I know I'm a filthy dog, but I just snapped because I just throw in a bunch of fucking interceptions on some fucking joy.
Joy.
Alright, here we go again. We get 99 Steve Young, that's crazy. 92 Detroit, that's it. 91 Bryce Marcus will take fine. Really? That's nice. Alright, my Steve can help you.
99. Oh, yeah, 98.
No.
That's really good.
Thanks for watching the stream. How's your boy? Alright. Oop. Don't be shy. Just join up. You say, hey, we're about to open fan appreciation packs.
We're about to open fan appreciation pack.
You say, hey, we're about to open fan appreciation packs.
We're about to open fan appreciation packs.
You guys are on my YouTube channel now.
This is MMA fighter Forrest Griffin. Forrest is participating.
Shit. So he ain't gotta do shit. Kenyon Drake's gonna get squeezed by these dudes. So the Dolphins Arsenal sucks. It makes no sense to me. At all. At all. What else? What else, dog? So at 24 is the Baltimore Ravens. But Let's see what he says about the Baltimore Ravens. Ravens came into the offseason with the mission to overhaul their receiving core, and indeed, Joe Flacco's top 5 targets might be players who weren't wearing black and purple last season. Will they be better? Probably. Will they be good? Hard to say. Michael Crabtree is a solid possession receiver with the size to make plays in the red zone, but he also has dropped 19 passes over the past 3 years, which is the third most among wide receivers. John Brown hasn't looked like the same since breaking out in 2015 season while fighting the effects of sickle cell anemia, and William Snead could barely get on the field with the Saints last season. First because of suspension, then Bears injuries. The new tight end duo, Hayden Hurst and Mark Andrews, should help Lamar Jackson in 2019. He's like, oh, Mike Gesicki, no tight end in the second round has done shit, so he ain't gonna do shit. Kenyon Drake's gonna get squeezed by these dudes. So the Dolphins' Arsenal sucks. It makes no sense to me at all. At all. What else? What else, dog? So at 24 is the Baltimore Ravens. Let's see what he says about the Baltimore Ravens. Ravens came into the offseason with the mission to overhaul their receiving core, and indeed, Joe Flacco's top 5 targets might be players who weren't wearing black and purple last season. Will they be better? Probably. Will they be good? Hard to say. Michael Crabtree is a solid possession receiver with the size to make plays in the red zone, but he also has dropped 19 passes over the past 3 years, which is the third most among wide receivers. John Brown hasn't looked like the same since breaking out in 2015 season while fighting the effects of sickle cell anemia, and William Snead could barely get on the field with the Saints last season. First because of suspension, then Bears injuries. The new tight end duo, Hayden Hurst and Mark Andrews, should help Lamar Jackson in 2019 and beyond, but rookie tight ends are always most likely to disappoint than impress. Alex Collins might impress during the debut season in Baltimore, but no one on a transitioning Ravens offense seems guaranteed to hold down the starting role in 2019. This dude literally is saying that the Ravens tried their best to overhaul their shit, but here's a bunch of people that I don't think are great. Then he doubled up on the tight end suck in the first year with Hayden Hurst, and then he's saying that the year after 2019 the Ravens going to be good because of Lamar Jackson and all these other guys. But other than that, they got a bunch of receivers that haven't done shit, and they're bad, and this, and that. But he still has the Dolphins below the Ravens. Makes no sense to me. I wouldn't have the Dolphins in, like I said, in the top 10, not even top 50. But second worst? Come on, let's get to comment of the day. This one comes from my boy, Big Bite Gaming. He had a question a bunch of videos back. He wanted to know if you could bring back one of these greats to play now, prime career. Jack Thomas, Sam Madison, Patrick Surtain, Tim Bowens, and Richmond Webb. So he doesn't have Marino on there because I'd pick Marino in a heartbeat. So just bring back one of these guys. That's a hard question. And the prime of their careers, like, this is when they're fucking good as shit. See, for me, it'd be a toss-up between Zach Thomas and Tim Bowens, because those are the two parts of this defense and of the team in general that make me queasy. I'd probably take Tim Bowens because of that alone, but goddamn, it's so hard for me not to pick Zach Thomas. He's one of my all-time favorite Dolphins. If you guys want to know a list of my all-time favorite Dolphins, let me know. But that's the video. I know you guys have been like, shit, where are you, Doug? We need our Dolphin fix. Well, here you go. I'll make a video again soon. I'll try my hardest. Let's say Friday. Sound good to you guys? Comment below. Ask me a question if you want to be on comment of the day. Comment below. Let me know if you think it was fair for the Dolphins Arsenal to be ranked 31st out of 32. Let me know if you think the Colts and the Ravens should be ranked higher, and I'm just a biased asshole. But again, I'm just going off what this guy said and how he worded it, and he sounded very stupid. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Training camp's coming up soon. Football's coming up soon. Swear to God, guys, it is the fucking 16th when I'm recording this. Football. Woo! Football is starting in 2 weeks. Kickoff between the Bears and the Ravens. This is the second. 2 weeks. Football's back. Which means you're going to get some preseason reactions from your boy, Dudley Durong. Woo! Football is starting in 2 weeks. Kickoff between the Bears and the Ravens. This is the second. 2 weeks. Football's back. Which means you're going to get some preseason reactions from your boy, Dudley Durong. So, it's almost here. Preseason, like I said, starts 2 weeks. Training camp starts next week. So you're definitely going to be getting a lot of videos from me next week. Definitely be getting preseason reactions from me. I got a lot of stuff planned. Oh, shit. Before I do my usual spiel about Twitter and my second channel, I have a proposal for you guys, and I want to know what you guys think and if you guys would be down for it. So I do fantasy football every year, and I do paid leagues. I like to do the NFL.com league where you can win a ring, just so boop, we get a ring. Finally, in my lifetime. So I was thinking I'm going to do 2 leagues. I'm going to do one league where I'm just, take it serious, sit there, draft my team, and try to win it. I was thinking, and if you guys are down for this, let me know below, of doing a second league with you guys. Now, not you guys being in the league with me, but I'm going to live stream when I'm drafting that team. You guys are going to pick the player. So what do you guys think of that? Yeah, comment below. Give me a thumbs up. Get this video to 100 likes. Okay? 100 likes. And if it doesn't get to 100 likes, at least comment below. Be like, do it, dude. It'll be so much fun. Let me know when you'll do it, and then I'll come to a consensus. Maybe I'll make a poll and see what day would be best to live stream so I can get as many of you guys there to help me draft this team. And then if we win the ring, I'll get something engraved on it for the channel and for you guys. Okay? So let me know below if you want me to do that. But like usual, follow me on Twitter so I can put a poll out, get your guys' feels on it, all that stuff. Also, on my second channel, The Bit Boys, I put a video out every Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We're playing some great games. We are going to try to get t-shirts made. Show you a picture right here of us in our t-shirts. So let me know. So go subscribe to that. But again, I'm super pumped about the season coming. Who gives a shit about this article? Let me know if you guys want to be part of this cool, kick-ass live stream fantasy football draft where you guys help me draft my team. Again, this video gets 100 likes, I'll do it. If it doesn't hit 100 likes, comment below. Say, do it, Doug. After, say your comment for the video, and if you want to do a comment of the day, and then afterwards be like, and do it. Or, I'm in. Say I'm in. Comment I'm in. There you go. Comment I'm in if you want to be part of drafting my fantasy team, or our fantasy team. I will name it Dudley Durong's crew. Alright? Fins up. Some of them I agree with, some of them I don't, and the ones that I don't, I'm going to give you the reasons why, and I'll also look at players in the same position that have a higher rating and see, is it justified? But, like usual, let's get started. Looking at
Before we dive into the news, remember guys, this show posts each and every single Sunday, so if you like this content, please support it any way you can, whether you like it, you subscribe, or you go check out even more of the podcast. It helps out a lot. This first news story comes from Pro Football Rumors, and it's how Frank Gore he would rather play on grass than turf. And again, this comes from Pro Football Rumors. Frank Gore turned 35 years old in May, but he's hoping the move to a grass field with the Dolphins could help prolong his career, as he tells Barry Jackson of the Miami Herald. Frank said, quote, "Turf is tough on your body, and it'll have you swollen." Who played on turf for 3 seasons with Indianapolis, Frank Gore did. Frank said, quote, "Playing on turf, I won't get my body back until that Friday. But when I'm playing on grass, I'm good after the game. I'm happy that I'm on the grass," Frank said. So I thought that was an interesting story, and literally, that is the kind of stories we're going to have to deal with until training camp comes around, when we start getting reports on how the team's doing in camp. I know it sucks, but hey man, training camp is right around the corner, so we're going to have to deal with it too much longer. But talking about this particular story, I think it is fascinating. He played on turf for many moons in Indianapolis. I've always have hated indoor stadiums and turf. Even if you got a great defense, the offense has a great advantage of you. The greatest example of this, and I know I'm getting off topic for the Frank Gore story, but it does, it relates to it. When the Saints played the Vikings in their new stadium, which is indoor and turf, if they played in a Minnesota stadium, College Minnesota, the University of Minnesota's college stadium, where it's outdoors and it's super cold, especially deep into the winter, in an NFC Championship game, that Saints team would have gotten blown out, and it would never have even went to the Minneapolis Miracle like it did. That's why I hate indoor stadiums, because home field advantage is everything, in my opinion. Weather conditions help to say, you know what, we're going to play indoors because our fans are going to get cold. They live in it every single day. I really doubt they care for 3 hours to sit in a stadium. All they care about is to get that W. Always has bothered me. And the Vikings would have more championships on their belt, in my opinion, if they played outdoors. So yeah, I agree with Frank Gore in terms of, I love outdoor stadiums, and obviously he's saying it because when you get tackled on turf it hurts. I'm saying it, I think it helps you win more games playing outdoors if you build your team the right way. So I agree with Frank. And I've never played in the NFL. Couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you if turf hurts worse or grass. But yeah, it is a fascinating story. I think, like I just said, many reasons why outdoor stadiums are better than indoor stadiums, in my opinion. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. But I am on Frank Gore's side. This is a fascinating story. This is actually pretty cool. For all of us Dolphins fans, especially if you live around the Davie area. This should really get you excited. Let's see here. This comes from Pro Football Rumors. The Dolphins are looking at a new training facility. Per Adam Beasley of the Miami Herald, the Dolphins could build a training facility that will allow them to practice where they play. Miami is considering a building approximately $75 million complex. The facility has been improved over the years. It is still a far cry from the first-class complexes that are becoming Dolphins fans, especially if you live around the Davie area. Win more games playing outdoors if you build your team the right way. So I agree with Frank. And I've never played in the NFL. Couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you if turf hurts worse or grass. But yeah, it is a fascinating story. I think, like I just said, many reasons why outdoor stadiums are better than indoor stadiums, in my opinion. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. But I am on Frank Gore's side. This is a fascinating story. This is actually pretty cool. For all of us Dolphins fans, especially if you live around the Davie area. This should really get you excited. Let's see here. This comes from Pro Football Rumors. The Dolphins are looking at a new training facility. Per Adam Beasley of the Miami Herald, the Dolphins could build a training facility that will allow them to practice where they play. Miami is considering a building approximately $75 million complex on team-owned land to Hard Rock Stadium, which would be a considerable upgrade from the facility at Nova Southeastern University that the team has trained in since 1993. Although the facility has been improved over the years, it is still a far cry from the first-class complexes that are becoming more commonplace around the league. Other locations remain in consideration, but an upgrade is coming, and it could come as soon as 2020. This is something that needed to happen a long time ago. A very, very long time ago. And you know what? I love the upgrades that Hard Rock Stadium has went under, formerly Joe Robbie, formerly Sun Life, all that other stuff. But when like they said, we've played there, and obviously, like, it has been renovated since then, but since 1993, it is definitely time for a change. And obviously, Stephen Ross has the deepest pockets ever, and he's willing to spend all that it takes to get to that place. So I'm happy about that. That's a really, really cool news story. Happy that we're doing that. So that's all for the really concrete news. Now we're going to get into some opinionated article type stuff. I cannot wait for the season to start so bad. The show, we're actually going to have stuff to talk about, which is great. But this next news story, NFL offensive line rankings. All 32 teams, units entering 2018. So this is from Pro Football Focus. They ranked every offensive line in the NFL. Let's see where the Dolphins ranked. Number 1 is the Philadelphia Eagles, which I wouldn't. But listen, their rating system is what it's very obviously it's very number based, and there's some truth to it. But in my opinion, there's no way the Eagles they had a great season last year, and they are an underrated unit. They have some good players, but to me, it's the Dallas Cowboys, and the Dallas Cowboys come in at number 2. Which is, I mean, hey man, you're splitting hairs at that point. 3, the Atlanta Falcons. 4, I think the Steelers are, to be honest with you, I think if this was me, my top 3 offensive lines in the league are the Dallas Cowboys. I think 2, I'll go the Steelers. And 3, I would probably go the Philadelphia Eagles. 5, the Tennessee Titans. I actually thought the Titans would be better at this point with Tyler Lewan and Jake Coughlin, but they really haven't. Their interior has kind of come and gone. But if they can somehow get that down, that's probably definitely a top 3 offensive line. Number 6, the New Orleans Saints, super underrated. 7, the Raiders. They took a deep dive off the deep end last year. They had one heck of an offensive line. Still kind of do. Rodney Hudson, Clutcho Simile, but their tackles are kind of question marks. Detroit Lions are 8. Fascinating that they're that high. Green Bay, which they deserve to be. Green Bay Packers, number 9. I think they're definitely better than the Lions offensive line. I think they're just coached better, in my opinion. I don't know if necessarily think the talent's there, but they're definitely coached better. Something about NFC North offensive lines, they can't stay healthy. It's weird. Number 10, the Los Angeles Rams. That's interesting. 11, the New England Patriots. 12, the Washington Redskins. They didn't crack the top 10. If they could stay healthy, they'd definitely be a top 10 offensive line. 13, the Bears are, in my opinion, the Chicago Bears are a top 10 offensive line. For sure. Alright. Oop. This thing is messing up. Oh, here we go. So 13, the Bears. 14 is the Cleveland Browns. I don't know if they're... I don't know. That's interesting. Especially with the loss of Joe Thomas. I don't think they're a top 15 offensive line. Jacksonville Jaguars are the 15th best offensive line. I definitely think they're a top 15 O-line. They're not as good in pass pro, but they're pretty obviously one of the more dominant running offenses in the league. 16 is San Francisco 49ers. Wow. I think now we're starting to get into a territory, even though we sucked in the running game last year, which I'm pretty sure. This seems to me like it's based off of 2017 numbers, so it doesn't surprise me that we're not going to be high. If this was pass blocking, I know that in Pro Football Focus rankings, we're really high on that list, so obviously this is, I'm sure we're going to be pretty low. So the Colts are 17. Oh, God. We have a better offensive line than the Colts, I can tell you that right now. The Chiefs are 18. The Chiefs, in my opinion, are one of the worst in the league. Broncos are 19. They're definitely one of the worst in the league. 21, the Carolina Panthers should be way higher. In my opinion, that's a top 10 offensive line. For sure, with Ryan Khalil, Pro Bowler, Trey Turner, Pro Bowler, Darrell Williams, first team All-Pro. That's 3 Pro Bowl offensive linemen. That's pretty good. 22, the Buccaneers. Kind of hard to argue. Well, not really. I mean, that's not something to be proud of, to be that low. Chargers for 23. God, we're getting 24. The Ravens. 25. The Giants. Oh my God, the Bengals are higher than us. The Bengals. Really? One of the worst offensive lines I've ever seen. That offensive line is so bad. Cardinals are 27. Yeah, they've had a shaky line for a while. 20 are the Vikings. Wow. 29, Buffalo Bills. If the Seahawks are over us, are you kidding me? Oh my God. Seahawks. The Texans are 32. Are we dead last? Wait a minute. Where are we? Hold on a second. Dude, did I pass us? Hang on a second. Sorry, this is not interesting to listen to, but... No way did I pass us. Hang on a second. Alright, I'm about to move on from this article if I don't find it. I might have to cut here. Yeah, I'm gonna cut here and find where we are. Okay, after many moons of searching, I finally found... The browser was messing up for something. For some reason, wasn't reading it. The Miami Dolphins are the 20th, according to this projected ranking. And this is based off of projections. It's not based off of last year. Or maybe it's... Well, it's kind of based off of last year. But we're 20th. We're not worse than the Seahawks, and we're not worse than the Jets and the Bengals. Thank God. That would just be stupid. But yeah, it's basically, I mean, this is basically what it says, and this is what all of us Dolphins fans thought of our offensive line last year. The guard position in Miami has seemingly been cursed for some time now. Last year, the revolving door of Jesse Davis, Jerron Bushrod, Ted Larson, and Anthony Steen combined to give up 69 pressures. That is an actual stat, by the way. Yeah, that's how hard it was to watch our team last year, dude. It was so difficult to watch that team last year. I wanted to throw... I'm not even going to get into it. You guys understand. We had so much hype going. We were coming off that 10-6 season. Nobody thought we would win 10 games. I sure as heck didn't think that team was good enough to win 10 games. Somehow we did it. Much talented, more talented roster. And somehow we just lay an egg. But yeah, that was one of the bigger reasons right there. That group allowed 69 pressures, dude. And we have definitely improved that with Josh Sitton and Jesse Davis. Hopefully he's going to improve in his year coming up, in the running game especially. So we're good. We're good to go. We got Daniel Kilgore who's going to stay healthy for us, unlike Mike Pouncey. We should be good to go. This next news story comes from Dolphins Wire. It really seems to me like Dolphins Wire really stepping up your game. Do not know who the people that work there, but props to you guys. You guys are doing God's work over there. Because this is all of the stories that we get. I think last week's episode was all Dolphins Wire, so props to them. So this story comes from Dolphins Wire. Dolphins wide receiver Isaiah Ford confident he can contribute after injury. After essentially redshirting last year because of a torn meniscus, Isaiah Ford... Let's see here, my dang browser messed up. Isaiah Ford added some weight this offseason, as he has improved his upper body strength. Despite suffering the season-ending injury, Ford is confident he can contribute this upcoming year. Isaiah Ford said, quote, I've had a year to just pick everyone's brain. So to say just to learn and understand the terminology, the language, and what the coaches are expecting and how they want things done. He said, quote, I think just spending all of that time and having the confidence in myself and my abilities that the Lord has given me, I'm extremely confident, end quote. The article goes on to say, a year ago, Ford was expected to contribute even as a 7th round pick, but he suffered the injury not even a full week into training camp. Despite during spring camp, Ford impressed coaches with his route running and ability in the slot. 2 years at Virginia Tech, he had 200, well, hang on, let's see here. How many years was he in Virginia? I don't know, but these are his career stats at Virginia Tech. He had 210 receptions, he had 3,000 yards, 24 touchdowns in 3 seasons. Okay, there you go. 3 years. The reason Isaiah Ford fell that far in the draft, I think he was projected to be a 4th or 5th round pick, if I can remember correctly. Then he goes to the combine, runs the 40 time. People are like, why are you so slow? He disappointed a lot of scouts in his speed, but on the field in game tape, this is something scouts say all the time. What does the game tape tell you? When you look at the game tape, he plays really fast. He's beating people on deep balls. As that article highlighted, he's a really good route runner. He's got great hands for a smaller receiver. He does a lot of things very, very well. And then in the red zone, in the red area, he's a beast.